Hi, Mucker. Before I get into this video was filmed a month and a bit ago whenever I went back home to Derry for the first time in a while. If you do not know, hi, my name is Adam and I am living alone. I'm 18. I moved from Ireland to Brighton, and my family are back home in Derry. All my friends are back home in Derry, and I'm still trying to get on my feet in Brighton. I've been here for a couple months now, and so this video came. Look at him in the mirror. This video came from pure frustration and sadness at like 4 a.m. one night, and I am gonna be honest, I was never gonna post this video. I never filmed this video with the intention of posting it. I never did because I still feel in the same mindset that I am in this video, but I now, a month later, feel that I can watch this video and not feel embarrassed from it and feel fine posting it because I feel that it might help someone else out there who either has moved away from home and has similar thoughts or is going to be moving away soon, and to know what to expect. This is the most transparent I've ever fucking been online. And if you are in none of them categories, then I hope that in some way you're able to identify something within yourself in this video in just fucking like struggling and being at a very low moment and kind of the thought process on that. So I do just want to let you know that this was filmed a while ago, and this was me returning home to Ireland, and this trip was supposed to be for 2 weeks, and this was like a couple days in, I think like 3 days in or 2 days in, and then the next day I moved my flight so that I could go home an entire week and a half early just because I was not in a good place in Derry. So, with that being said, I hope this video is something that you can at least watch and, I don't know, identify something within. I'm very interested to hear the feedback to this, and yeah, okay, enjoy. Or not. Oh my god, I literally wanted to record this because I think it's so funny. I got a taxi and I just got out. I got out back there. I was like getting a taxi home and I was like, okay, let me out early. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get out here because I just wanted to like walk around. And I'm like fuck. I'm like walking around Derry. I don't know why it's so dramatic. But I'm like here and I'm like walking around and I'm like seeing these streets and it's like I forgot what it looks like. I forgot what it looks like. Completely. I completely forgot that this looks so embarrassing. I forgot like different. I'm holding Domino's pizza. I forgot that this was what it looked like. Like down here is like where my dad would bring me every day and like for like leaving my brothers to school, and it's like I don't know why I'm crying so much. I'm like up there and stuff, and it's like I think like I'm crying so much because it's dumb, but like we move on and we like grow up, and it's like things change and like people change, and it's like this place that once oh my god, this place that once felt like home to me doesn't feel like home anymore. I don't know why I'm crying so much. Like I'm like looking around and it's like completely quiet and like I genuinely like I know this is so embarrassing, and it's like I guess I'm like thinking back on like childhood memories and stuff, but it's like damn, you grow up so fast. And
there was just like a lot of stress that's been happening today and like yesterday that I think I'm gonna have to go home to Brighton earlier than what I wanted. And that's just like upset me so much because I'm enjoying being home so much. Like I've been here 2 days and like I'm an adult now. I have responsibilities. I don't feel it sometimes. Oh my god, I literally don't even know where I'm walking. This is how like much I forgot. Like there's just like a lot that's happened within the past 2 days in terms of Brighton that I'll talk about eventually. I don't want to talk about them right now. I'll talk about them when I can talk about them. It's nothing bad. It's just like stuff that requires me to be in Brighton right now. And it's so upsetting because I'm here until Sunday. And I think I'm going to have to like make the trip end on Friday. And it's like I'm so happy to be here, but it's just like I'm like way too stressed now to stay here any longer than Friday, which is so annoying. Oh, sorry, my phone was telling me I'm a low percentage. I'm so annoyed that I'm gonna have to like end my trip early if I do. I think I kind of have to at this stage. There's just like a lot to do with the apartment I need to sort out that kind of was unpredictable and whatever. So I need to be back for that. It was nothing I was able to control before this really, so but it's just upsetting me. But it's just wild how like, you know, you can walk through somewhere that was once, you know, your home, and it's like this weird in between of like feeling like you're home, and it's like you almost don't recognize yourself when you come back, or you don't recognize the place or something to do with that. And it makes me super sad that I can't come back to I can't come back to Derry without feeling sad. You know what I mean? Like that's super annoying. And I'm just like walking through these streets and it's like I have so many memories here, but the person just feels so different, you know what I mean? Like the last time I was walking through these streets, I just feel like I was in a different state of mind or a different period of my life, or like my morals were different, or what I was working towards was different. And I don't know, like, I don't know why it makes me so sad. Like, this is so embarrassing that I'm filming this, but I want to show you that, like, people talk to me all the time and they're like, how was it moving away and how was it whatever, and it's like, sometimes it sucks. And it's weird because, like, it makes me upset that I come to Derry. Like, sorry, I'm like not even making sense. Sorry. It makes me upset that I come to Derry and all I can think about is like going back to Brighton. But it's like my family aren't in Brighton. I'm like, oh my god, it's so embarrassing. Like, my friends aren't in Brighton. You know, like, it's just me out in Brighton, and it's like, I finally know that's where I'm supposed to be. And, like, just everything about it is so brilliant. Like I'm literally the happiest I've ever been there. And it just, I guess, makes me sad that, like, you know, it's like I'm progressing and moving forward, and it just feels like leaving a huge part of myself behind. And it's like so like stupid that I feel like this, and I don't know why. It's like I'm walking, like again, I'm walking through these streets. I don't have any connections to it anymore. It just doesn't mean anything to me. And I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I've spent this entire day trying to like find something to like, this means a lot to me, or this is so sentimental to me, or like, and just everything is like, it's like, even if I acknowledge that like, oh, I really like that, or I had a good memory there, it's like, that's not me anymore. Like, that's just not me. And it's so, like, upsetting. Because no matter no matter how hard I try, I just don't feel happy here anymore. I don't know why. Like, I've had beautiful memories here. My childhood was here and all of this. And I'm so grateful for all of that. But even like 4 months living somewhere else, like 4 months, I come back here and it's like I get reminded of like what I used to be and the person I used to act like and what my morals used to be. And it's like the last time I was here, like my friend group was completely different. Like what I was working towards was completely different. I was in college, and like even in friend groups, like I used to be the most like toxic person ever. And like you can say what you think about me, but I'm really not a toxic person. Like my job on YouTube is to talk about drama, and that's it. Like I don't care about these people. I talk about the drama and it's fun, and it's like that's it. But it's like I'm not a toxic person, and like I feel at a stage I was just in with the wrong people, and it's my fault. And coming back here just reminds me of like that I used to be like mingling with like the wrong people, and I used to be the wrong people. And it's like when you move somewhere else and you work on yourself for so long and you come back here, you're just like reminded of that old person and reminded of that old place. And I don't know, it's just quite sad, I guess. It's quite sad that I don't have a good correlation, and it's quite sad that I just can't be like happy here, I guess. It's so stupid because like, you know what, it's not stupid because like this is how strong I feel every time I come here, but it's just like an overwhelming sense of guilt because, hold on, sorry, I need to wipe my nose. It's like it's switching over my hands. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm so fortunate to be where I am, I'm so fortunate to have an audience, and I'm so fortunate to have everything I have, and it's like, so even when you start to feel sad about what your come up was, or sad about, I don't know what else, it's like, it makes you feel super like guilty, as in like, you know, people would love to live here, people would love to even had the life that you said made you sad. And I don't know, I'm super grateful for that life as well, because without it I would have no foundation to grow. But I'm just like quite upset that I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think my overall conclusion is like, I feel like I've moved on so much, and I feel like I've progressed so much, and coming back here is something I love to do, because I love to see my family and I love to see my friends. But I get reminded that, you know, this was the walk you did every day when you were so sad, or like, this was, you know, the like seat in town you would sit on when you were talking a YouTuber through their divorce and you were so sad through it. Like, there was just like a lot that happened while I was here, obviously. And, like, look at that sky, and like, there's just like, there's so much like sadness here for me. And I wish there wasn't. I really, really wish there wasn't. Like, my brother gets to come home and visit. And he's so happy when he gets to home and visit. And it's like, I don't know if he just had a different experience than I had. But I wish I had that. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I was, like, oh my god, like, over the moon to come back. And, like, that's not to take away from the fact that I'm so excited to be home, because I'm so excited to be home. And I had an amazing night tonight. Like, I was out with my friends. Like, I was the most amazing night. But, like, the night comes to a close, and I'm like walking through these streets again, and I just have a lot of flashbacks, and it's quite hard to process sometimes. There's a cute cat across the street right now. Hi. So I don't know. I honestly just wanted to like let you know that sometimes people message me and they're like, I can't believe you did this at 18. I can't believe you whatever, like, this is like what I want to do. And it's like, with that, it's such a great, like, there's so many exciting things coming up for me right now. And I'm doing a lot of that alone, which is exciting. And it's like, I'm so far away from my family, but being here with my family makes me very upset, because there's just so many bad memories here. And like, the more I've lived in places like Brighton, sorry, I'm like, the more I've lived in places like Brighton, the more progressive my mind is getting. And like, I feel like now I'm like just like mentally a completely different person than what I was, and like my acceptance of a lot of things is so different. And it's like when you're exposed to so many different kinds of people and so many different kinds of everything, you know, you really do grow. And it's like, basically when I come back here, I'm just reminded that certain things that kind of happened to me were not my favorite, or like certain events are just something that's so foreign to me now, because, you know, I'm in a place that's so different than that now, you know what I mean? Whew. So I'm gonna continue walking. So I'm gonna still take you along the way. I just wanted to let you know that sometimes it is hard, and sometimes it's a fucking bitch. Like, sometimes I get my feels, and sometimes it's not the easiest thing. And it's like, it's even harder when you know you've made the right decision, but like, the right decision comes with some like heartbreak. Fucking Bonnie Tyler says it says it best. Fucking, it's a heartache. You know what I mean? You can make the right decision. You can do what's right for you. And sometimes it can just like, you know, with that can be some upsetting factors. And that's okay too. So, I'm gonna sit down here, because if I walk any further, I'm literally gonna walk down to town and back. Okay, so my final thoughts. Being home is so great. And I've never been so happy to see my mom and dad. I just wish I didn't have to come home to see my mom and dad. Because it's not like Derry's not an awful place. Derry's a great place. It's just certain experiences I've had that have made me feel not good here. And this was the main reason I got out. You know, I moved right as I turned 18, and people didn't understand it. This is why. Because it's like, even being here just is so upsetting for me. So, I'm supposed to be here until Sunday. Tonight I had a hard night, and that's okay. You know, we can have hard nights. That's okay. I know that's okay. It's like, I don't need anyone telling me. I know that that's okay. But I don't know. I think I might go back early. I think I might change my flight to go back on Friday as opposed to Sunday. So, a lot of people like ask me all the time, when are you going back? Like, oh my god, like, blah 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 about Derry. And it's like, where I'm currently at is, it's like 4 or 5 a.m. and I'm walking home, and I go see my nana and granda in the morning, And it's like I have to go home now, and it pains me to have to show my mom and dad that I'm upset, because like, how do you explain to like them? And we have the best relationship. Like it's just me being embarrassed that I have to properly, like, because it's just like there's just, I don't even care that I like can't even breathe out of my nose right now. It really is beautiful here. It really is. So, moving forward, I kind of know now that, coming home is something that I get so excited for because I get to see my mom and dad, but in the long run, it just does me more damage than good. And it's not even that, it's just like, this is me just being fucking dramatic, but it just kind of upsets me and sets me back a little bit. And like, what makes me more upset is that, my brothers get to come home from like university and they get to feel so excited to be back, and I'm like, what's wrong with me that I don't feel like that? So it's like a burning question. How does it feel to return home? I love seeing my family, but there's just a lot that comes with it, I guess. There's a lot of emotions. So I'm gonna end off this video and walk home. I hope you're all doing well. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this because it's so embarrassing. It's like so embarrassing. I don't think I've ever filmed a video like this before. So, I guess my conclusion is that I'm so grateful to see my family, and I just wish I was able to see my family without having to come home to Derry. So that's currently where I'm at. I'm so excited to see my grandparents tomorrow. I miss them. So that'll be great. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ, look at what we're dealing with. Fucking Jeffree Star will be making drama videos on me. That's right. Is he fake crying? Is he whatever? Jesus fucking I wish. So, I'm gonna end this off. Thank you for watching if you did. I mean, I don't know why you would watch. This is like the worst video I've ever made. Bye.